So this is what we are looking at. Pretty much two identical 126610 LVs, 41mm Submariner, Kermit, Starbucks, once again, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I want you guys to take a good look at these two watches, alright? Because the average person, hold these things side by side, yes, to me there's differences, and they scream at me. So I could immediately tell which is which, from both just the finishing to the overall looks. But these things are damn near perfect. They're getting so good, and this is why people are getting scammed. So let's dive a little bit deeper, and let's see which one's real and which one's fake. So just so we're playing fair here, I'm going to start both of these watches. I mean, the seconds hand are in different positions, but it'll give you a better idea. If these things are running, they're side by side. And I mean, once again, it is very tough to look at these and pretty much decipher which one is real and which one is fake. Obviously, if you have a real one next to it, you're going to see these differences. However, if you're somewhere out and about and you see a single watch, it becomes a lot harder, especially when you're trying to buy something off of a Facebook group like this guy did. Pictures don't do the justice. They really don't. Now, couple that with a dealer that has no idea what the hell they're looking at, and you end up in the same exact situation as this guy. Once again, like I always say, don't try and save the money. It's really not worth it, especially when the differential is so minute. Go with someone who actually knows what they're looking at. Now, holding these things side by side, once again, this watch actually has a genuine crystal on it and a genuine seconds hand. So those two components already give this watch a damn near genuine look. Obviously, the dials are going to be a little bit different, and we'll check into that in a few seconds. But the mid case, I mean, it's perfect here. Other than some finishing differences as well as some engraving differences. In between the lugs, the engravings are in the right spots. The side profile of the mid case, both are lugs, and then the measurement from the top of the crystal to the bottom of the case back, it is perfect. The crown guards, they are identical. This entire mid case is a perfect clone. Now, while proportionally this thing is 100% accurate, the actual text, the fonts used, and just the overall engraving style is where this thing lacks, both in the rehaut and in between the lugs. But sides of the mid case, everything is perfectly lapped, it's mirror polished, and it is perfectly flat, just like a genuine Rolex. Now, once again, inspecting these engravings a little bit closer, I mean, you guys should be able to see which one is real and which one is fake. Notice the text differences, notice the finishing on the vertical lapping. I mean, it's very easy to see, but that's just me because I have the trained eye for this. The average person, they're going to get fooled. Now, ceramic inserts. I mean, there is nothing proprietary about it. A ceramic insert with numbers engraved into it. Let me just put that into perspective, guys. I see tons of dealers that break ceramic inserts and then just use aftermarket ones exactly like this to replace it on a genuine watch. You have to understand, when these things get broken during a $100 polish, do you think your watchmaker is sending it into Rolex and getting it replaced for $1,000, $1,500 because they're going to pretty much say your watch needs a service? No, they're going to use these things, okay, because they're pretty much identical. Looking at the triangle, look at the pip. Everything is pretty much on par with a genuine one. There is some minute finishing details, both in like the media blast finish behind the numbers, but everything else, I mean, proportionally, it is once again 100% accurate. Now, the rehaut engraving, once again, going back to me saying, while it's perfect in size, it's not perfect with these engravings. Now, the buckles, once again, these things are dead to rights identical. They're identical. You take a link off of a fake watch, put it on a genuine watch, it is going to fit. You switch the flip locks from a fake buckle onto a real buckle, it is going to fit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But yes, of course, there's going to be differences. Once again, finishing. Finishing is a Chinese factory's worst nightmare. They have phenomenal polishers, I don't care what anybody says, but there's always finishing differences versus how Rolex does it versus another company that is mass producing these things for only a few $100. Engravings are going to be your number one tell, but the overall construction of this buckle, once again, all the fake parts are interchangeable with genuine parts. The only way you are catching this is if you are looking at these things on a daily basis, you know what they look like internally, and that's the real big thing here. Now, looking at the bracelet, one of these is fake and one of these is genuine. So if you take a look at the cutout or the half oval shape of the upper SEL, I mean, they're identical. But what's even crazier is if I take both of these bracelets, line them up side by side, we have the exact same taper line. This pretty much ensures that they are finishing these within factory spec in terms of the actual build. Now you could take a fake link and put it on a genuine watch and vice versa. However, when we turn this around and look at the upper SEL, you could really see where the factory that makes these things is lacking or cutting corners. The media blast in the upper SEL, it is completely wrong, and once again that engraving font, it is not genuine Rolex.